my opinion, we have huge issues with our sign ordinance and the enforcing thereof. I've been saying for, 3 years now, let's fix this, let's not wait, but I keep being told we're fixing to do the boulevard, and that's the time to address it. So,
But once we fix the sign ordinance, it still won't be fixed.
Yeah.
But it's something that, but it can get closer.
Sign ordinances are very difficult right now. There's I'll call it recent, it's been in the last 18 months or so, but there's a case, the Reed case, that has just nailed down the rule that if you have to read it to determine if it's legal, it's unconstitutional. The ordinance is unconstitutional.
say it again, if
You have to read the word to find out if the sign is legal. Is it a realty sign, or is it a house for sale sign, or you can't differentiate between those types of categories. And
What is your hate word?
well, with some, yeah.
Okay.
But
It definitely needs to be addressed one way or the other, and I think that our code enforcement people have their hands full right now, and they're doing a wonderful job, and you had made some reference to that, I thought, last time, that we were going against them. I certainly never meant to. I think that
Well, it wasn't specifically
very
about,
tough, and it's getting worse.
it wasn't specifically about code, the other code officers, it was Steve out there administering this ordinance, and then Marvin sort of hearing that initial, so, and I'm not saying we went against it specifically, what I'm saying is, to me at least, I kind of fell into, you think that's a good idea for a sign or not, and not, did that conform, did they administer the ordinance properly? If they administer the ordinance properly and we don't like the ordinance, we need to change the ordinance, not do what I feel like, what I feel like my motion did, which was basically say, never mind, keep it, because, anyway.
Why don't we read the motion?
I did see, a hand up in the back, Shirley.
Well, first of all, I'm here just as Sherwood citizen, but I do want to tell you that, I don't know if you guys have read what is in her brochure, or the little brochure that she's passing around, but it brings us into this, and when, she just came down to the community center one day and said that they're collecting food or whatnot, and she's gonna bring it to us. She put our names in there.
You want to
We
say
did
this
not have any kind of collaboration with her. So,
I would assume our heart's in the right place, but,
But you wouldn't check it anymore.
well,
yeah, we're
there's our
kind of
picture.
using
Is that what you
a lot of
guys
time for marketing.
Yeah, let me see that. See if that's.
So you have a before and after picture?
I still don't see maybe.
It's a long, so if you're on, go to page 33 of the
hers is
PDF.
an old picture.
And
This is what.
on the,
Check with us about that.
John, on the PDF in our packet,
Yeah.
along the bottom left, there's an A, a V, an E, an N, and an apostrophe S.
And I was trying to read it, so now I see what you're, yeah, that's Haven.
Coming across, so since it's sideways, it's coming across the top, but it's, so it'd be, from that perspective, it should be on the top left.
Well, yeah, I see that. And I even saw some letters.
To me, we already approved without her keeping it.
You got it.
Whether we agree with it or not. But what isn't approvable to me is her having her name on it, because that makes it a sign.
No, I need to disagree. If the words don't make it a sign.
The words don't make it.
The words, I know
So every time in a business, yeah, but we've told other businesses they can't put their business name on it. That's where I'm at, because we've told several businesses they can't paint their name on it.
We've also told several businesses that they can't do hand-painted signs.
Yeah.
And the sign doesn't necessarily mean words. But if you look at Burleson's, they do differentiate,
Yeah.
and they require that it has no more than a certain
So,
number of
but
words.
another clarification though, your point about the person making a motion and the affirmative, bringing it back up, that would be the same.
I don't think so.
This is not a different thing.
No, I don't think it's an issue.
I'm just saying, this is now a new agenda, I think. So
Right.
any motion related to this can stand on its own without.
Absolutely. If have to be agenda as a to reconsider.
Cleanses it from
Right, but.
the past.
I don't believe what I think I'm hearing is we can't vote against it tonight, but we could, if I make the motion, we could rescind it, and,
No,
You're reconsidering it.
Okay.
So two options I gave you, and I probably gave you one too, but one option would be, well, three options, just leave them alone, take no action. If you want to take another vote and reconsider whether or not you voted appropriately last time and determine that, no, she shouldn't be able to come, I think that is okay. And then the third thing would be, if you want to figure out a way to allow her to keep the sign, but not have it be random throughout the city and consider an ordinance that will more clearly.
and that's where I'm to basically say, to in effect reverse the decision, but basically have a stay, as we hear, a stay on the decision while we do further investigation. So therefore, she doesn't think it's a closed matter,
Right,
like she would otherwise do,
right,
while we study and come up with something.
right.
That's what I would suggest.
Can I ask another question kind of on topic? Why is the furniture that we all agree is
Still there.
Yeah, why is that all still there? Do we have a
That's
certain?
the same question I asked.
You can issue a citation.
I don't know, of course, I don't know enough about the regulations, where you get a 30-day warning, of course, I understand a piano doesn't just get thumb on the shoulder and haul to the
So
truck.
you gotta put that on the sidewalk. You gotta put that on the sidewalk in one day, so.
And when you
it should be
said,
removed on one
you
day.
mentioned the fire hazard, that changes everything.
Yeah.
we have another hand up, Bob.
I was just gonna mention, when the lady was here at the last meeting, she was talking about, the sign on the building as being art, and that a specific person painted it, and that she felt that this person would make changes to it in the future. Now, art is kind of a broad term.
That's why we're calling it a fine. It's a fine.
Yeah, because when it comes to art, I mean, y'all know we moved here from California. What they call art in California is art here. It's a nasty thing.
Cactuses or horses, you know.
And, yeah, and I just wanted to bring that part of it up and to allow that type of thing where it's considered art and it's changeable and you don't know what it might change to, what it might be in the future. Just wanted to bring that part up.
Looking at the roofs, it might not be there very long. Gutters, it might wash it off.
Does the landlord have to approve that? Since she doesn't own the building, would he have to approve?
He said she had his permission. He liked it. What
She put us on there too, and she didn't have our permission.
And that would be, I think, if we're looking at defining this in the future, I think that would certainly be a valid thing, because obviously if the mural goes up and the landlord's not happy about it, then we're creating more problems. So what I'm gonna make a motion is that I'm gonna make a motion to rescind my motion from the last council meeting. Related, yes, only related to the sign. The part of the motion that dealt with the other things outdoors would stand. But my motion is that as this related to the sign ordinance, that I am rescinding that motion, and that we reconsider the entire issue, including that at a later date. So not that we're officially denying it from that night, because she's not here to plead her case, and that seems like it's fair, but that we rescind that motion and we more or less set it back to square one and review both down there at that location as well as the overall ordinance.
So defer enforcement action until.
Yes, to defer, thank you, to